Well, good morning. Meteorologist Chase Menendez here, looking at pretty clear conditions across the way. A couple of clouds making their way in from the north, but those already beginning to dissipate. We had a cold front make its way through, and that's what is bringing all this rain out to the eastern part of Texas. Now, for us, we're going to stay really dry today. A little cooler this morning than we were yesterday. 50 degrees right now in Odessa, Midland. 51 in Guadalupe Pass. 48 in Pecos. Even Marfa now getting close to 40 degrees, right? And that's a pretty big drop-off over what we saw yesterday. We're down 13 degrees in Odessa, Midland, and Carlsbad. We've got Hobbs down 9 degrees as well, but look at Ozona down 18 degrees over yesterday. That's because we're starting to dry out. That cold front brought with it some cooler air, but also much drier air. Our dew points now only in the 30s here in Odessa, Midland, Big Spring. Snyder at 40 degrees. Now compare that to the 50s and 60s we saw last week, and that's really a lot drier than what we've seen. And Guadalupe Pass now only at 15. So by the time we get into the afternoon hours, we'll see those jump up just a little bit. 39 by 2 p.m. here in Odessa, Midland, and Big Spring, jumping up a couple of degrees there. But by the time we get into the overnight hours, 2 a.m. on Tuesday, jumping into the 40s here in Odessa, Midland. That's thanks to some moisture flowing in from the Gulf of Mexico. Look at Dryden at 59-degree dew points. That's a lot of moisture in the air, and that could potentially turn into some rain chances for Tuesday morning. Now, our wind speeds are going to be pretty calm today. Guadalupe Pass shooting up to 18 miles per hour by this afternoon, but look at tomorrow afternoon, 39 miles per hour in Guadalupe Pass, 23 in Wink. Now, all those winds coming out of the west, shooting off to the east at very high speeds. That's going to bring in some drier air, and when that dry air mixes with the moist air, that could lead to some rain chances as well. So we could be looking at thunderstorms for Tuesday evening. Right now, though, things are really clear. We still got that flow coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. Here's a low pressure bringing that cold front that cooled us off already. Now that's making its way off to the east, and as it does so, we've got a little disturbance making its way, brewing up out to our west. And while our skies are clear, at least for tonight, we're going to start to see that change. We've got another low pressure on the way, bringing another cold front on the way as well. And by the time we get into the early morning hours on Tuesday, all this flow in from the Gulf of Mexico could transition into some light shower activity there off for our eastern counties. And then by the time we get into Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we'll see this cold front swing through and interact with that moist air. That could lead us to some thunderstorms. Now this model has those thunderstorms mostly off to our east, but the potential is there for some of our eastern counties in the northern, the central basin to see some of those thunderstorm activity there late on Tuesday, early on Wednesday. Of course, we'll keep you posted on that, but after that all clears out, we'll have very clear skies, very clear conditions again. Now, we've seen record after record being broken last week. For today, we're actually going to get closer to that average. Yesterday's high, 83 degrees. Today's high, 84 degrees, but really about 10 degrees above that normal. 73 is what we normally expect this time of year. That's not that different. Of course, we're a long way off from records, and as we look into the rest of the week, it doesn't look like we're going to break any more records this week at all either. 84 degrees our high today, 85 tomorrow. Of course, we've got that chance for showers in the morning tomorrow and that chance for thunderstorms in the evening Tuesday. And then after that, we'll see temperatures drop off into the upper 70s for a couple days before they pick up into the 80s for Friday and Saturday. But the rest of the week looking really, really good. After we get through Tuesday with all that rain, you know, it'll be nice to have some of that, and then we'll have real nice temperatures afterwards.
Yeah.